This is Alex. He's a graphic designer and entrepreneur who dreams of launching a successful retail business. When Alex first started out, he spent most of his time coming up with unique designs to print on gifts for his family and friends. Alex made himself a t-shirt that he wore to a local farmer's market, and people kept asking him where he got it. That's when Alex had an idea. He started creating t-shirts featuring his design and selling them at local events in his area. Alex launched a new website to promote his brand and started taking orders online. When his latest design took off, his business exploded. Alex suddenly had stacks of boxes in his garage. He couldn't even park his car in there anymore. Soon, his new e-commerce store was growing fast and furious. But Alex realized online sales were very sporadic. Certain products and styles might only be picked once a month or once a year. To keep up with increasing demand from his customers, Alex purchased a small warehouse space and hired a few employees. He was storing his inventory in cardboard cases, but a lot of those cases only had 1 or 2 items in them and were kept on a pallet way up in the rack. Alex needed a storage solution that was flexible and scalable enough to grow along with his business. Alex discovered UNEX and reached out for a recommendation. Alex worked with UNEX and a local distributor to determine that he needed SpeedCell, a high-density storage system that could help him maximize space utilization and organize his inventory in a way that's dense while still being accessible. That sounded like the perfect solution to Alex. Alex used the SpeedCell configurator on UNEX.com to determine the size, style, and configuration of SpeedCell columns he needed for his unique situation. He received a quote, and before he knew it, SpeedCell was being installed in his warehouse. To install SpeedCell, an overhead steel system is dropped into a new or existing pallet rack bay. This steel system allows the columns to install and slide like a garage door. Being able to easily slide the columns around means Alex can store more inventory directly behind the first row, and the items are still easily accessible. Implementing SpeedCell allowed Alex to triple his storage density compared to the traditional static shelving he had been using. SpeedCell can compress 200 feet of rack or shelving into 40 feet of highly organized space. More pick facings and greater SKU density means less travel time for Alex and his workers when they're pulling orders and restocking locations. SpeedCell columns are made of high-strength industrial textiles that won't mold or rust and are fire and flame resistant. Each cell has a unique location label holder, making it easy for Alex and his team to locate the products they need for each order. With SpeedCell, Alex was able to increase storage density in his warehouse by 60%. He's now fitting more SKUs into less space and able to keep up with the pace of his growing business. To learn more about SpeedCell and how it can transform your space, visit unex.com/SpeedCell.